Disclaimer, the following game has a lot of weird shit in it. If you're easily offended, I do not recommend watching this series. However, if you have a cynical sense of humor, such as myself, and have not played the game, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of really fucked up humor, but it's a good game. Another note, this game was meant for DOS. That's way back. That being said, the only way to play it on current generation hardware is through a tool called DOSBox. When cutscenes trigger, the game's resolution changes in DOSBox, which results in lost frames in the recording. As of right now, there's no way for me to fix this. I apologize in advance. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the game. Hello everybody, what's up? My name is Austin Williams, and welcome to another episode of Harvester. Now, sadly, because of some really annoying audio issues, I'm having to re-record this part, but I can almost guarantee that I've forgotten everything that I found in this part, so it's still going to be a pretty genuine experience. So I think last time we talked to these guys. I haven't watched any of the recent parts, by the way. This is completely everything. I actually have no idea what I'm doing here. I went to the fire station, and I think I've already been to the lodge. So what I need to do now is figure out how to get the post office man to give me an application to the lodge. One thing I do want to do, that I do remember doing, is go to the Potsdam residence and talk to my so-called fiance and figure that shit out. So let's go do that. Oh, hello, Mr. Potsdam.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh?
I came over to see Stephanie.
Oh, you'll have to ask the missus about that. Stephanie's grounded to the wedding. Can't have her changing her mind at the last minute. Not with all that meat at stake.
You're weird. You really love meat, don't you? Speaking of meat, why do you like it so much?
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kinda makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Why exactly didn't you get into the lodge again?
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
Alright, goodbye. The man of the house squeezing his meat. That's funny. A funerary urn is the cabinet's sole occupant. The empty shelves are a testament to the Potsdam household's rigorous intellectual standards. The upholstery is stained after years of profuse sweating. That's disgusting. Also made of leather, polyester. A giant mutant asparagus, inexplicably robust given the fact that it's encased in red concrete. Perhaps the helpful electromagnetic fields of the harvest. Let's go in here. Hello, Miss Potsdam.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
I'd like to see, what's her name, Stephanie?
Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Potsdam has sent her to a room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Potsdam says otherwise. Probably until the wedding.
Why is she grounded again?
Mr. Potsdam feels there's too much at stake to allow Stephanie to run around loose.
She doesn't want to get married either, huh?
Are you saying you don't want to marry my daughter?
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No! She's as delighted as we are about the wedding, every bit as delighted as we are. But she might get hit by a car, or a falling piano, or who knows what. Mr. Poston wants us all to be one happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute.
Can I see Stephanie?
I don't see any reason why not.
Okay then.
Give my regards to your parents.
You should have just said that at the beginning, bitch. Alright. Closet. 1, 2. Rings, what's this in this room? Ah, that must be Stephanie.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just once, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Those people?
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right.
I know what you mean. I don't belong here.
Do you have any idea where you do belong?
No, but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, believe me, I understand.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it that way. I thought I was going crazy.
You are.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Escape?
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I think you're right. These people are fucking
Of course
crazy.
I'm right.
What do you know about the lodge?
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Does the word amnesia mean anything to you?
Maybe my amnesia isn't total after all. You're familiar to me. Like we've met before. In another life.
Maybe we really do live here. Maybe we were together, and the same thing happened to both of us. An accident. Something.
Neither of us has bumps on our heads, if that's what you're getting at.
Have you been able to remember anything else? Anything at all?
Well, I have had these recurring dreams. Just fragments, really. Strange, abstract images. Liquid, chrome.
Probably just a dream.
Well, have you thought about how to escape Harvest?
Escape.
Escape?
Harvest is a... Of course.
Well, I'll see
Come
you
back
later.
and visit me soon.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the bathroom. I remember there being items in here. I'm just gonna grab all this. I don't know what of it I'll need. Oh yeah. Tampons. Ask Stephanie about those, is what the thing says. I think it's everything you can get in here. We'll go ask her about them, why not?
Steve, it's good to talk to you, but if we're going to escape this wedding thing, you'd better start learning some things about harvest. And I think you might want to start at the lodge.
You didn't want me to go to the lodge earlier. Do you have anything different to say about it this time?
Everything in harvest,
No.
She's not the only one.
that's probably the one.
You think
Look,
you're
Alright, goodbye.
come back.
So, she wants me to start at the lodge, but then again, she doesn't want me to start at the lodge. She's confusing. I can't do anything at the lodge until I get the damn, thing, and this fucking old dude in here won't give it to me.
Yes,
I need some help.
Postmaster Boyle, but
I'd like a lodge application.
sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that, and I only make copies once a month on the button, regular as clockwork.
Well, can I get one at the lodge instead?
Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Okay, goodbye
Next time
then.
you post.
Fuck you. Is there anything in here I can look at? I mean, you can look at her, but you can't say that to her. No box seem hardly used. Zip code map with the Harvest Dead Center. 3 clocks, 3 times. There are 3 different times. Okay, well, this place is useless. Let's go back to the general store for shits and giggles.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy anything today?
No thanks.
Okay, dear. Come back soon.
Okay. Been to the barber shop. Haven't been to the missile base yet. I guess I'll go look in there. The fuck?
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
Oh, right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes 2 of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war. Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
Okay. There's nothing in there that can help me, is there? Nope.
Remember, duck
and cover. Okay. Go to the meat plant, I guess. Oh. Animals and meat. It's nice.
Steve,
O'Reilly.
how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say, though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Amnesia.
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer. Like it was coached.
You sure are acting like a kidder, son. With your dad ill, you're gonna need to start behaving like an adult. Especially if you're gonna take over the family business.
What do you mean, family business?
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher. Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
So, what do you know about Dad's illness?
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Steve. You should be thinking about running the family business one day. That and getting into the lodge.
Do you know anything about the lodge?
The Order of the Harvest Moon sponsors a weenie roast on the lodge grounds every summer, which we cater. Though they tend to get their meat elsewhere the rest of the year.
I wonder why.
Heck, the best way to find out is to sign up with them. They're a great organization, Steve. They do wonderful work, just like us butchers. They do what needs to be done and expect nothing in return.
Then how do they support themselves? Membership dues?
From what I hear, the work is its own reward.
Gay.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
Carcasses of several small animals. Alright, let's, that was red brick building with a horrible stench coming from within. That was a complete waste of time. We've been to the school, we haven't been to the TV station yet. The hell? Indians. Too busy drinking and smoking, they ignore you.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away. And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve?
No, I'd like to know who owns the station.
You'd want to talk to Mr. McKnight, buckaroo. I'm just Range Rider, the cowpoke's cowpoke. You gotta excuse me, youngin'. I gotta ski-daddle to the watering hole and back before the commercial's over. Violence? What about it?
I love all the blood and gore on your show.
What red-blooded American doesn't? Nothing like an exploding head to get the blood pumping. Literally, that is.
Even so, do you think society pays a heavy price for the violence in the media?
Of course they pay a heavy price. Just look at the net profits. They'll line up around the block to see a good slaughter. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
How do I get fairly primitive form of mind control? Oh, here we go.
Hey, sport. This is a private office.
Yeah, I know, Mr.
McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve. Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, sport.
You and your partners must be rich.
Partners? I run the whole show solo, pal.
Very poor reception. Strange since the broadcast originates from here. Picture of a gorgeous model signed with "Kiss My Pineapple, Red Muffy." Dude. Instrument Knight's wall safe with secret number combination before it can be accessed.
If you don't get out of here right now, I'm having you arrested for trespass.
Okay, let's get out of here. I guess let's get out of here then. Okay, police station, fire station, let's go to the newspaper building. What's left of the newspaper building after fires remain? 3 fire hydrants in the building still burned down. That is odd. Let's go to the Wayward Hotel. Hello there, Mr. Moynihan.
Stephen.
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan.
Moynihan.
Mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
Order of the Harvest Moon.
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the Lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the Lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the Lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. And join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
If you all believe that, then why won't the
I'd
dumbass
say
at the
it's been
damn
a pleasure, but I find
post office give me a fucking thing? Bake sale on Friday. Okay, well, I guess next we'll go to the mortuary. Anybody here? Rows and rows of empty wooden pews, caked with dust of indifference. What's up here? Small lantern for a priest. Empty vessel of the dead. The imprintment of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust in the pew. A brass candelabra holds several strange-smelling candles. The hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other hand. Okay. Sofas, comfortable looking sofas. These votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher has a lot of matches. Oh hey, it's you again.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Bye.
I'd say it's been a pleasure.
Yes, yes.
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security? Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me part with it.
A pair of bloody handprints are smeared across the glass. I don't really know if we're going to need that glue for anything. Okay, Johnston residence useless. Abandoned house useless. Boston residence useless. My house useless. Been there, been there, been there. Let's go back to the lodge. Maybe dude man here will... What's this? Red eyes gleam with eerie malevolence from the darkness.
Only initiates may enter the hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you
Oh, I
say
haven't
something?
been here yet.
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge?
Yes, I'd like to join the lodge.
There are always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Okay, give me an application then.
Applications are available at the post office. Postmaster Boyle disseminates them to the uninitiated. I do not sully my hands.
Then I just fill it out and return it to you, or what?
You may find it difficult to obtain an application. You will no doubt need to find some way to persuade Postmaster Boyle to give you one in the middle of the month, as it is against his rules. When you do, however, bring it to me, and if you are worthy, you will be put to the test.
Okay. Well. Let's go talk to this guy again. Maybe he'll say something different
Sorry,
this time.
son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds. I certainly don't wish to discourage you from joining, young man. That's just what you should be striving for. But I can't break the rules for you. You keep trying. You'll get in eventually.
Okay.
I certainly don't wish to discourage you from joining.
I'll keep trying. Hang on.
I certainly...
I can do this all day. Got nothing else to do.
I certainly don't...
I ain't gotta be at work
certainly
for
don't-
another 13 hours.
I certainly don't...
Okay, yeah, we're done.
Next time you
Fuck you. Let's go to DNAs.
Hi,
to you.
what's your name?
Karen,
What are you doing?
playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson. What would you like to order?
You know me?
Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe me.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not kidding.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help anything. If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick, for heaven's sake. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old.
So what's wrong with Mr. Johnson?
Mr. Johnson has a liking for me. I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge, and there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me. I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon.
Okay, guys, we gotta go.
Stop by anytime, Steve.
I do hope you all enjoyed the game content that I'm bringing out. Trying to bring out a video every day. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.